Hello, and welcome to this tutorial. In this walkthrough, we'll guide you through the Character Creator and GoZ workflow for adding high-resolution details to your character, beyond what the second subdivision level allows. With Character Creator 5, every HD character now comes with a built-in displacement map, enabling more accurate reconstruction of high-frequency surface detail when working in ZBrush. The character we're using here is currently at Subdivision Level 2, with both displacement and normal maps applied to each body part. These can be found under the Texture tab. The maps add fine surface detail, such as muscle definition and veins, particularly around the shoulders and neck in this case. By toggling the displacement map in Character Creator, we can visually evaluate the displacement height and fidelity of the detail directly in the viewport without needing a third-party 3D application. Next, if we want to add additional anatomical details to the chest and arms, we can sculpt them directly in ZBrush. Some of these details will be retained on the base mesh at Subdivision Level 2, while finer, high-frequency details that exceed polygon limits will be transferred back to Character Creator as texture maps. To begin, click the GoZ button to initiate the setup process. Since this is the first time we're sending the character to ZBrush, select Create Template to start. Because we're focusing primarily on the body, we'll optimize performance by setting all other meshes to Subdivision Level 1, then set the body's subdivision level to 6 before exporting. This allows the mesh to be further subdivided to Level 7 within ZBrush for sculpting ultra-fine details. As for the normal map setting, if the material already includes displacement data, it's recommended to switch the output mode to displacement. Otherwise, the software will default to generating a normal map if no displacement option is available. Now we can begin sculpting detailed anatomy on the body in ZBrush, focusing on the chest, arms, neck, and abdomen. Start by using the clay buildup brush to establish the base forms, followed by the Damien Standard brush, combined with alpha textures to add finer details such as veins and skin wrinkles. Once the sculpting is complete, the high-resolution mesh is ready for transfer back to Character Creator. In the GoZ Plus plugin settings, you'll find the target level options near the top. Since we're exporting texture maps intended for Subdivision Level 2 in Character Creator, as in this example, be sure to select Level 2. For low-resolution game characters, you can instead select Level 0 as the target level. This allows you to retain high-quality visual detail using normal and displacement maps, even on low poly meshes. Enable the diffuse channel export if the character contains poly paint information. This will ensure that all color data is stored in the diffuse map. For the normal channel, maps will be exported for each target subdivision level selected. Since mesh details vary across subdivision levels, each level will generate normal maps with different intensities. To achieve the most accurate results, export maps for every subdivision level as needed. For this demonstration, we'll focus only on the second subdivision level, so let's enable Level 2 for now. In addition to diffuse and normal maps under the Map Export options, there is now a displacement map option that can be enabled. We'll take a closer look at this feature shortly. Character Creator 5 also allows you to export textures in up to 8K resolution for maximum visual fidelity. However, for this demonstration, we'll stick with 4K to ensure better performance and clearer instructional visibility. Once everything is configured, click the All button to send all subtools back to Character Creator 5. Back in CC5, both the normal and displacement maps will be updated under the Texture section. The mesh itself will also be updated through GoZ, incorporating actual topology changes made in ZBrush. To preview the displacement effect in Character Creator, enable the Use Displacement option. This feature subdivides the mesh in real time and displaces its vertices, producing high-resolution surface detail that closely matches the sculpted version created in ZBrush. One of the key advantages of using a displacement map is its ability to accurately recreate surface features when sending the character between Character Creator and ZBrush. Unlike normal maps, displacement data retains true geometry depth, enabling precise reconstruction of details like skin texture and vein patterns without compromise. This allows you to render it using offline renderers in tools like Blender, Maya, or ZBrush, achieving high-resolution detail with true depth and realism in the final output. To enhance facial details, we can use face tools to add expression wrinkles and create custom expression morphs for the character. For instance, if we want to intensify the wrinkles on the forehead and around the mouth, we'll begin by checking the Resource Map section under the Material tab to ensure that displacement maps are present. These maps help reconstruct surface detail in ZBrush, and following this workflow, the normal maps under the Expression Wrinkle tab will also be updated. This allows the expression wrinkles to be tailored specifically for the character. Next, click the Face Tools button from the toolbar to open its settings. Set the action to Create New and choose Subdivision Level 6. Make sure the detail source is set to Displacement Maps. Then send all expression data to ZBrush for sculpting. Inside ZBrush, switch to the Brows Raise and Mouth Smile expression shapes to begin sculpting wrinkle details. Focus on enhancing the depth and definition of wrinkles in these areas to create more realistic and expressive results. The same process can also be applied to the mouth smile expression. Once you're satisfied with the sculpting, click the Update to CC button near the bottom of the Face Tools plugin panel. In the dialog window that appears, you'll see 3 subdivision target options. Just like with GoZ Export, if you select multiple subdivision levels, the corresponding normal maps will also be exported back to CC. If you've modified the base face mesh, you can choose the option on the left to send the face back to CC in a neutral expression. Note that Face Tools now supports exporting displacement maps and 8K textures. To export the wrinkle data, use the options on the right side of the dialog window to include the displacement map and wrinkle normal map. Be sure to enable the 8K texture option if high-resolution output is needed. Once everything is set, click Update to send the character back to Character Creator. Back in Character Creator, the wrinkle displacement maps will be updated under the Resource Map section, along with the 3 wrinkle normal maps in the Expression Wrinkle tab. To preview the result, open the Edit Facial tool and adjust the expressions to observe the enhanced wrinkle details around the forehead and mouth. Try toggling the expression wrinkle feature on and off to see the visual difference. We can now apply a facial animation to preview the final result. In conclusion, this workflow is also suitable for lower polygon characters, making it ideal for game engine optimization. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.